Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
You're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Why don't think you trust? Hi. It's my time. Self-righteous suicide. For our show. When angels deserve to. You're alive! No hockey till October. Damn. And that's all I'll say about that. No need to have a requiem for a team. We can spend an hour dissecting the problems, etc., and we won't arrive at any conclusions. All that matters is you got full-fledged Maurice and Drew for 3 hours a night. No getting off early till October. Bringing you all the way up until 6:52 p.m. Are they, I didn't get any memos or anything about a rescheduled Ask the Dom show. Did they move to tonight?
Drew asked me why I just went, ugh.
Why'd you just go, ugh?
Because Kelly can only apparently work on Wednesdays.
Oh.
And so guess who got asked to run the board?
I'm gonna just guess based on your ugh that it's you and that it's tonight.
Yes.
All right. I guess you won't be attending the Florida Cracker Fish Company Oyster Roast, which is the first Thursday of every month. I just saw it in my email.
I would not.
Sorry, bud. But at least we don't have to drive down to Amalie. Why?
Yeah.
Look, the Florida Panthers are the new look Tampa Bay Lightning. For years, we were the dominant team in Florida, let alone the NHL. And the balance of power has shifted. John Doe has the upper hand. Sucks. That's what happens when you don't make adjustments. And we did not make adjustments from last year to this year. The Florida Panthers, for the second year in a row, ended our season in 5 games, and it blows. Compounding things is that my favorite basketball team lost the night before, 4-1, and now I have no sports in my life until football season starts.
Have you looked into pickleball?
I would like to play pickleball. I would not like to watch pickleball.
All right.
Lots to get to today. In the opening of the show, I played a clip that my buddy T.L. Jenkins, who's playing Saturday night at the Floridian Social Club, you should go see him. He sent it to me, and it reminded me how much joy Don West's infomercials brought to my life. If you're unfamiliar with the name, there's a good chance you've probably seen this dude on late night television. I believe he passed a couple of years ago. I think he might have been from Tampa. kind of a mullet in the back, side part, and a very 70s looking mustache, and an unmistakably unique delivery that, in my opinion, makes him the best infomercial pitchman. All due respect to my good friend Billy Mays III, and all due respect to Anthony Sullivan, pitchman from Tampa Bay. Don West is the king. And I will tell you why in a moment. Let's find out why this person's calling. Hello.
Hey.
Sir.
Yeah, you got any Lightning tickets?
Good one. So Don West is responsible for the greatest sales pitch of all time. They would do Wild West deals because his name is Don West.
West, okay.
And I only knew him for two brands of infomercial, one being trading cards and the other being Beanie Babies. I've never collected really either. I collected baseball cards as a kid, but I don't think adults, most adults don't.
You weren't a Beanie Baby collector?
No, I was not. But we would get home from the clubs in Orlando around 3 a.m, and Don West's infomercials would be on. And here's Don West selling Beanie Babies circa 1998.
I think the best beanie Adam ever.
Once you realize what all's in it, we're putting on music, and Robert and I are gone for the rest of the night.
When something's that good and literally sells itself, that's how hot this is.
I'm going to tell you, this deal is so good that I can hardly wait to read the net tomorrow to hear what people have to say about what we did. We have, literally, there are 28 Beanie Babies in here when you consider retirements that can literally pay for everything right now. 94 different Beanie Babies. We're going to give you the $400 Maple Bear free in this package. Look at that. We're going to give you the.
They're selling a 94-piece jumbo beanie set for $1,995 on late night television.
Were they drinking?
I don't mean to speak ill of the man. He struck me as someone whose poison might have been a little bit more nasal.
Gotcha.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down. John Senning just texted me and reminded me that Don was also a wrestling commentator, which I always forget.
There you go.
Here is his greatest, and thank you to TL for sending me this the other night, the greatest trading card sales pitch of all time.
You buy this for $39.99. Guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby. You're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move. I act quick. I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com. Boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby, because you bought it for $39.99. Is that crazy?
I mean, $40 is a small price to pay to hang out with Michael Jordan and get any chick you want in a bar.
That's the way it works around here. This deal will change your life. Don't look at yourself in the mirror and be disgusted tomorrow. Don't look at yourself in the mirror and go, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Why am I this way? No. Tomorrow morning, when you see this thing for $59.99 and you bought it for $39, you look in the mirror and you go,
I don't know what you go. It ends there. What? I mean, this guy was the ultimate pitch, man. To think that anyone's going to drop $40 on a trading card set because, look, there's not a female on the planet whose undergarments are going to be moistened a tad by you buying a trading card set. It is the opposite. If you have a girl in your life, Her private part area would be dry as the Mojave Desert if you spent $40 on trading cards.
Listen, Drew, it shows a commitment, the fact that you're willing to lay out 40 bones for something.
Does it? I thought that was so great. Our number, is, if you'd like to join us, is 800-771-1025. You can watch along on Bone TV. I know they've been doing a really good job of putting the videos up on Facebook. Which, it's a great way to remind people on Facebook that our show's on. Like right now, 9 minutes ago, this is a show streaming. One comment from the always listening Joyce Melendez. Hola, Joyce. Hey there, Drew Show. Always positive with all the shows, and I love that kind of thing. So thank you very much, Joyce. And, of course, you can hit us up on Twitter. He's a cat named Mo, and I am at Drew on the radio. Good afternoon. Who are you, and what do you want?
Hey, Drew, it's Andrew. How you doing, bud?
What up, dude?
So, listening to that pitch about the trading card, reminded me of the Will Ferrell the Catan about the Shaq plaque. Are you familiar with that?
I'm not.
So it was a Saturday Night Live bit where it was like 6 Shaq cards, and Will Ferrell was just going crazy about, you're telling me that there's 6 Shaquille O'Neals, and then Chris Kattan comes in and he goes,
my favorite bit on the radio would be people calling up to tell me about Saturday Night Live sketches I haven't seen. God, that sounds brilliant. Could we please do that all day? Call with post 95, 96 Saturday Night Live era sketches that I guarantee you I haven't seen. And we can see how hilarious it will be.
What was the connective tissue with what we have talked about for the past 13 minutes?
Right, and that guy's call. Yeah. I think, if I'm picking up what he's putting down, there was a Pitchman sketch where Will Ferrell was talking about Shaq cards. I think. But damn, wouldn't that be so amusing for people to call up with Saturday Night Live sketches that I haven't seen? That sounds hilarious. I need to ask a question to fellow pet owners and people with a conscience to see if what I'm contemplating is fair play. As you may know by listening to this program, I am an advocate for pet rescue, whether that's John Senning's work with the Pinellas County Humane Society getting dogs adopted. They had a great event this past weekend. I know Mike O and Corey were out getting cats adopted for kittens and minis or whatever. I work with the Dancing Goat Dairy Farm, and we've gotten some kittens adopted thanks to some wonderful people out there who listen to this show. So I love animals. I don't always love my animal. I have a cat that we rescued. It was a stray in our neighborhood about 10, 11 years ago. Her name's Ruby. She was a sweet kitten. And then, not mad at you, Angie, just stating facts. One night, my then wife left the garage door open, and the cat got out, and she's never been the same since. It effed her up in the head. She was lost in the wilderness of West Chase, Odessa for 4 days. Something happened to her out there. Don't know what it was, but something happened to her out there, and she's not been the same since. She's extra needy. She's bipolar. So here's the issue. Every morning between 4 and 5:45, she starts scratching on my bed so that I will wake up and feed her. Okay? I feed her before I go to bed, which can be 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, sometimes midnight. I feed her right before I go to bed, wet food, so that she will ideally let me sleep in. Every morning without fail, there is scratching on my bed so that I have to wake up and feed her between 4 and 5:45. I'm able to go back to sleep most nights. It's still a humongous inconvenience. My cat also takes great delight in stalking me once I do wake up, fix my breakfast of Chobani non-fat Greek yogurt with some blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, my cup of black coffee, and as I walk from the kitchen to my office to start looking for stories to talk about on the radio, she will hide behind a rocking chair or another piece of furniture. And if I'm wearing short pants, which I am most of the time, she will attack my legs. She will go to try to scratch and bite them. I guess cats in the early morning hours revert to their primal state of being hunters and gatherers. So what I do then is I have to walk with either my yogurt or my coffee in one hand and a squirt bottle in the other hand. She now knows if I have that squirt bottle and she goes to attack me, she will get squirted.
Sure.
So it most of the time acts as a deterrent. Here's where I need some feedback. Am I okay morally as a pet owner? Am I okay having a squirt bottle by my bed and when she goes to scratch the bed, squirting her so that I don't have to get up and feed her? Is that fair play? As a pet owner, is that cruel? 800-771-1025. It feels cruel to me, which is the reason I'm asking. It feels cruel.
Your objective is to get a couple more moments of sleep.
Yeah, I want to stop having to get out of bed to feed her ass. Like I hate it. I hate it.
You understand that you got to feed pets, though, right?
Well, I feed her before I go to bed. I'm going to feed her when I wake up. I would just like to stop having to feed her there's dry food aplenty. She just spoiled.
Is there dry food? So there's dry food within access of her.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
24/7 there's dry food.
Yeah, squirt that bitch.
She's not starving. If
Yeah.
you've seen her girth, she is missing no meals.
Yeah,
she has missed 0 meals
Yeah.
in the last 10 years. She's fat.
I ain't mad at you.
And every morning I think to myself, God, I sure would like to not have to get out of bed to feed this annoying, needy, crazy cat of mine. And finally, I started thinking, she does seem to fear the squirt bottle. Should I brandish it in the bed and point it at her when she goes to scratch the bed? Would that send her running? And is that fair play as a pet owner?
Have you thought about, instead of the squirt bottle beside the bed, a bowl of wet food just before you go to bed?
It's going to congeal overnight, and I'm going to smell wet food. Ugh. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
It's a cat. Nobody can.
Shut up, idiot. Stop calling this radio station. No one likes you here. I mean, look, man, I get it, dude. You don't have a lot going on in your life. You live to call radio shows, Steve. Live for something else. Find a hobby, find a job, find something you love to do that is rewarding. Because you calling this radio station, and specifically this radio show, it ain't working for you, pal. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. You offer nothing of value. I will continue to hang up on you 1.5 seconds after your stupid voice permeates the ears of our listeners who deserve better than to hear from your never was ass. I would say has been, but you've never been anything. Stop it. Thank you. Appreciate you listening. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I don't know if I want to answer after that one.
He's a very unique individual, sir. I promise you will not. I will spare you the same ire that Steve gets.
All right, brother. Here's what I suggest. I have 2 cats. They're 2 Siamese. They're brothers. They're maniacs. I bought one of them things from Amazon that feeds it at 6 o'clock in the morning. It goes off, and that's the dry food. That way it kind of takes care. And when they... And to be honest,
I've got a bowl of dry food. She has dry food available. She's not starving. She's spoiled.
She's just a dick. She's just
yes,
a dick.
thank you for saying it. I don't know that I could call my own cat a dick, but she is absolutely a dick. She is a huge dick. And the only huge dick I want to see in the...
Well, I'll tell you this. The streets change, Drew. I mean, we know this.
I know.
4 days out there.
I know.
Who knows what happened to that cat?
She's never been the same since, Maurice. She was the sweetest little kitty, and then when she came back, it was like something happened to her out there. I don't know what it is. Something happened to her out there. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, how are we doing, man?
What's up?
I'm just wondering why can't we just lock the cat out of the room?
She scratches on the door. That's a great question, and thank you for asking it. But she will scratch on the door until I get up to open the door. So then I'd have to get out of bed anyway. But it's a fair question. She's just committed to being a relentless pain in my ass, sir.
Cayenne on the door and get a painter for those scratch marks.
I love that idea.
What did he say? For what on the door?
Cayenne on the door. Cayenne pepper.
Oh.
800-771-1025.
That's cruel. Now you're smelling cayenne all night.
All right, fine. I'll just put cayenne liquid in the damn squirt bottle. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Brian. How you doing?
What's up, Brian? Very well, thank you.
No, I've had cats my whole life. Cats are dicks, man.
They are dicks.
I love them, but I had a deaf one that used to walk on my piano. I've got an 18-year-old that just walks around the house screaming now.
Wait, hold on one second. I'm sorry, not to pause on this, but it's intriguing to me. You had a deaf cat that would walk on your piano and not hear the fact that she was like creating sounds by walking on the keyboard. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
That is.
Yeah, she and we had wood floors in the house. This was 20 years ago, but
geez.
It was hilarious. Yeah, she'd go back and forth and not even know what she was doing. She liked the feel of it, wake the whole house up.
She knew.
Yeah, no,
they're dicks.
Dude, we got squirt bottles all over the house. I mean, I love them, and they'll always have a place. But it is what it is. They're in it for them. So
yeah, I guess how do you bite the hand that feeds you? Like without me, you only exist. I hate to go all Joe Pesci in Casino, but you only exist out here because of me. You know, I decide I don't want you anymore. Guess who's going to take you in, Ruby? Nobody. I got to start putting on the show when I leave the house so she can hear all this. It's like talking to Steve. She's not listening.
This is the thing, man. Pets know they got you. You're never gonna win. It's like babies and infants, and they're like Bowie. You know, hey, I need you to do this. Hey, I need you to do that. She knows because we're there every friggin' day and doing everything for her every friggin' day, every friggin' hour. Even though they don't quite understand it, at some point they say to themselves, for some reason, whatever I want, this person has to do.
Yep.
There you go.
And then there's no gratitude either. It's like do this for me, human. Okay, thanks. Now I'm gonna bite you.
Yeah.
800-771-1025. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, Drew.
Hi. What's up?
Hey, so that may be a feral cat situation because my cat Jimmy does the same thing. He'll have food and he'll still be begging for me for more.
Yeah, once they get that taste of the outside feral life, it's hard to get it out of them, right?
Yeah, I took him when he was a kitten, and I had but see, I'm one step ahead of you on this one. I had his nails taken out in the front when he was a kitten.
Oh, yeah, I could squirt her, but I can't declaw. That would be, to me, declawing is crueler than it would be to squirt her. Like, cats need their claws, and that seems like a very barbaric operation.
Do indoor cats need claws, Drew?
Come to think of it, I don't know what she would need claws for. As soon as I said she needs claws, I realized, what does she need claws for?
Domestication comes with a trade-off.
I'm not attacking her.
No, exactly. Be climbing up your sofa. She can jump.
I got to get rid of my sofa, too, because it's all scratched to hell. Hello, who are you?
Hi, Drew. This is Christy from Buffalo.
Hello. How's Buffalo, Christy?
What? Wait. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So I just wanted to say, this reminds me of an old sketch in SNL, circa 1992. Do you remember Toonces, the driving cat?
Oh, Toonces, buddy.
Unfortunately, I am going to poke a hole in your, call me and tell me sketches I haven't seen, because Toonces was one of my favorite sketches of all time. Toonces, the driving cat. The cat who can drive a car. Brilliant call. Thank you very much, Buffalo Christie. God, that would be so great if from time to time people call up with Saturday Night Live sketches I haven't seen and then explain them to me. You see, there was one with Will Ferrell and you wanted more cowbell. Ha, 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 ha. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi.
I believe your cat got raped up. I'm a cat lover, and once they get raped up like that, they never become...
Kind of a sick bastard. Are you raped up?
I know. There was a nice way to put that. Raped up was not the way to go.
What's wrong with you? Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. I have an idea. Just put the squirt bottle where the cat scratches, and so the cat will see the squirt bottle and not scratch there.
Huh. So in other words, be proactive. Go to bed with the squirt bottle right next to me. And that way, in the morning, she's going to come over. And by the way, I don't know if any other cat owners deal with this problem. She doesn't want me to go to bed. I like sleeping. So after a couple of gummies, I go to bed, feed her before I go to bed, And before I fall asleep every night, I hear this. She's sad. She's sad that I'm in bed. She's sad that I'm not paying attention to her.
Have you thought about giving her a gummy with you?
Sarah, my girlfriend, seems to think that Kitty THC, I'm not spending any more money on this goddamn cat. I will put her outside and let her fend for her life with the coyotes.
Let me lay out for you what I'm hearing. You just don't like this cat.
I don't. There are moments when I love her. There are few and fleeting moments where she will jump up on me and be sweet, and I'll think to myself, man, I'm grateful to have this cat. And then there's the other 95% of the time. God, it is brutal. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Scotty from Inglewood. What's up?
Inglewood. How you living, B?
What's up? We live in large here. The snowbirds are gone finally.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it?
Hey, you were just saying how cats, they hunt in the morning. They're at their prime or whatever.
Yep.
Listen, we bought our cat an automatic food maker. You know, it just drops the dry food. So he goes on that sound in the morning time and leaves us alone. When we adopted this cat, it was always in our bed trying to get to us in the morning. So we bought this cat food machine that just spits out the food. It's like a timer.
But
they won't bother you after that.
That's not your issue because he's saying I'm assuming that the cat food dispenser would only work with dry food.
No, I'm looking here. There's a Polar
with
wet
food.
Yeah, Polar wet food pet feeder with stainless steel bowl, $149.
There you go.
Small price to pay for another couple hours of sleep.
It's like the dinner bell. Like when I used to go hunting for deer and hogs, we had automatic feeders, and the feeder would come automatically, and the deer and hogs would come out. And eat.
Did you
so
not
it
hear?
works with cats and dogs.
Did
the
you
same
not
way.
hear the man? He doesn't want to spend an extra $5 at the
know.
dispensary to get a gummy for the. You think he'll put out $150 for a cat feeder?
Nope, I'm not. It's just cheaper to let her go. And there are coyotes in our neighborhood, and they do eat cats. 800-771-1025. I just wish that when we lived in Hampton Chase, and my next door neighbor had her cat eviscerated by a coyote, and the disemboweled carcass was on her front lawn, and she was sobbing. I wish I had gone inside my house and grabbed Ruby by the scruff of her neck, held her right by the disemboweled, eviscerated cat, and gone, you see what happens to you if you get outside again? Let me sleep, bitch.
Yeah. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't the cat's fault that he got outside.
800-771-1025.
What does that mean?
Maybe it was, Mo. Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Billy, Drew.
What's up, Billy Drew?
What's up, Mo?
Hey.
Yeah, I used to hate cats. Hated them. Always was a dog person.
Okay.
I got this cat for my fiance, and it chose me. And now we have a 5-month-old husky dog. I hate the dog, and I love the cat.
Aw.
The cat is amazing compared to the dog.
Okay, so in other words, if my cat is driving me crazy, get a dog that will drive me crazier, and then I will love my cat by perspective and comparison. No, I'm sorry.
That's a solid plan, Drew.
No, it's not. Terrible plan. I don't have the time for a dog. I would love to have a dog. I would have a dog instead of a cat. If I had time for a dog, I'd get the kind of dog that would eat a cat, and I could solve 2 problems at once.
Have you ever owned a dog? I've never heard you in the 10, 12 years we've known each other talk about a dog on the air. Oh, sorry.
Zippy. Zip couldn't make the trip.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Haven't had a dog since.
That's right.
Had my heart ripped out of my chest in 1978. When my parents, and I love you, Mom and Dad, I forgive you. Waving to my mom right now, probably watching on Bone TV.
This is a tragic story here.
Tragic story ahead, incoming. My childhood best friend, Zippy, Poodle, born of Tiki and Buttons in Largo, Florida, my grandmother and grandfather's dogs.
Got the lineage.
Got the lineage. Second generation American. Zippy and I were fast friends. And in 1978, my parents probably told the biggest lie that they've ever told to me, which was Zippy couldn't handle Florida life, so we had to give him to my grandparents in Larchmont, New York. That was when I was 8 and Zippy was 9. I last saw Zippy when I was 17 and he was 18. He lived another 10 years plus in Larchmont, New York. Blind, deaf, gasping and wheezing for air, but still alive for another 10 years after my folks. I've had a hard time believing anything anybody has ever said to me since. That's why I'm so cynical.
Now, did he live another 10 years because he moved from Florida where your parents told you he could not survive into New York?
He never saw Florida. We moved from Massachusetts to Florida, so Zippy moved from Massachusetts to New York.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of dogs here that seem to have no problem, getting by.
Yeah, I see a lot of poodles down here, Mo. I see a lot of poodles down here. And I think, man, Zippy could have been one of them.
Yeah,
Zip
right.
couldn't make the trip. I forgive you, Mom. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
What's going on, guys?
Everett. What's up, buddy?
How you guys doing?
Really good, man. What's going on with you?
You said the cat makes some noises when you go to sleep. He doesn't want you to sleep. There's actually a good chance you said you're feeding him before he goes to sleep. So either maybe the food's upsetting his stomach, or I heard some cats, they kind of like celebrate after they eat. It's like that was good. But I think it's the food.
No, I listen. I'm pretty good at interpreting noises in animals, and this is definitely I'm so lonely. I want somebody to hang out with me. Not like wow, this food is so delicious.
Just put on Garfield on YouTube. Let him hang out with that.
It's not a bad idea. Although the Garfield cartoon was not quite as good as the Garfield comic strip. I just didn't like the voice that they used.
No,
for Garfield.
I wasn't a fan either.
It was the same voice as Norman the Doorman or Carlton the Doorman from Rhoda. Where he's like, hey, I'm Garfield. I'm a cat who loves lasagna and hates Mondays. Hello there. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Matt.
Hi, Matt. What's up?
I just was curious about the cat thing. I've had a few cats in my life, and I'm wondering if leaving the food out all the time is what's spoiling them. Maybe just feed them and then make it disappear, and they'll appreciate the food that they got a little more.
That's not a bad idea. Or what if I just stop feeding her altogether? Problem solved. You know what I mean? She'll lose some weight, waste away to nothing, probably die. It seems a little extreme.
Solid plan, Drew.
Saying it out loud just didn't feel right. All right, hang tight. We'll continue to take your calls, and then we'll dive back in. I have a theory involving the Jeff Knight boating fiasco. You ain't going to like it, but I bet I'm right, and I'll give it to you next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still reporting on that vehicle fire, I-75 south at I-4. Now, it does have the 2 right lanes blocked. Traffic is backed up all the way to Fletcher Avenue. So if you're heading that direction, add about an extra 20 minutes to your drive. Also, St. Pete's side traffic crash reported 66th Street north-south at 5th Avenue north. And this accident does have the right lane blocked. Bridges are still looking good, though, running up to speed and accident-free. Just seeing a slowdown I-275 north heading towards downtown Tampa. I'm Ashley with traffic.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off. Plus, kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
The $1,000 Mother's Day gift card match is happening from May 2nd through May 4th at the Gold and Diamond Source. Buy a gift card up to $1,000 and they'll match it with the second second gift card with the same amount, giving you up to $2,000 in spending power. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment will be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Buy a gift card up to $1,000 and they'll match it with the second gift card with the same amount, giving you up to $2,000 in spending power. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment will be only $83. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Owenton Road, right off of 275, or check them out online at goldendiamond.com. And make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
If you're in the market for a car, chances are you've heard all about those confusing 25% auto tariffs, additional costs added to both new and used cars, and ultimately passed on to you. But don't stress, because at Auto Lenders in Palm Harbor, we have a unique way of getting inventory without the tariffs. So you can choose from the finest one-owner cars, trucks, and SUVs. They're totally tariff-free, which means you're totally free to save thousands more. See for yourself at Auto Lenders in Palm Harbor, a tariff-free way to buy a car.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Mike Calter for Lifeguard Imaging. If you've been on the fence about getting scanned, listen up, because this is the biggest offer Lifeguard has ever made for Bone listeners. Now through May 31st, when you sign up for their legacy program, you can get a second membership for your spouse, a friend, or someone you care about for 50% off. So what's Lifeguard Imaging's legacy program? Great question. It's the ultimate preventative care plan that sets you up for annual scans year after year, so you can catch changes in your body often before symptoms even show up. Just like women get mammograms every year, this is your way to monitor your whole body for cancer, heart disease, and more. Remember, friends, early detection saves lives. And here's a scary fact. In 30% of heart attacks, the first symptom, death. But it doesn't have to be that way. Lifeguard Imaging uses high-accuracy, low-dose CT scans to detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer early when they're most treatable. If something's wrong, you'll know, and you can act fast. This offer is huge, but it's only good through May 31st. So sign up for Lifeguard Legacy Program and get one for your spouse or friend for 50% off. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. It could save your life or the life of someone you love. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Country Thunder is coming to Tampa Bay this weekend, and you can catch Jelly Roll performing all his hits at Country Thunder. Get tickets now, available at countrythunder.com. Jelly Roll coming to Tampa Bay this weekend, and on Sunday, Jelly Roll live in concert.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
This Saturday, May 3rd, Michelob Ultra is the proud beer sponsor of Barbecue Love Fest, an epic day of barbecue with pitmasters from across the country. Live music, cold beer, and good vibes. Get your tickets while they last at bbqlovefest.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. All clear tonight, mild night, low temperatures by late tonight near 70. Another dry day coming up on Friday. Plenty of sunshine, highs near 90. A slight uptick in rain chances Sunday and Monday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
All right, here's what's going to happen. My prediction. I don't have any inside information. This is just me giving my ill-informed opinion on how the Jeff Knight case is going to go down. I believe, and if you've been living under a rock for the last couple of days, Jeff Knight, the owner of Janice Live, who said yesterday that he's stepping down from Janice Live, but I don't know how you step down as an owner, but these are not decisions I need to make. He was allegedly captaining a boat that smashed into a ferry, the Clearwater Ferry, and it resulted in the death of one man, and it injured many more. No charges have yet been filed, and Mr. Knight was not placed under arrest, which seems to be aggravating, irritating, irking many people online who have already decided that Mr. Knight is guilty of something. Not here to tell you you're wrong, not here to tell you you're right. Here's how it's going to go down. You ready for it? I believe that the FWC has concluded their investigation, handed it over to the Pasco Pinellas State Attorney's Office, who has, in my opinion, I don't know this to be true, this is just how I think this is going to go down. They have already decided that no charges will be filed for this incident, And they will make the announcement at a very strategic time tomorrow around 5 to 6 p.m. Because if they do so, they know that the story will wither away on the vine over the weekend and the outrage will be kept to a minimum. They know full well that people want charges filed in this case. They know full well that if they do not file charges, people will be big mad. Even though most of us had nothing to do with the story at all, a lot of people out there, they automatically think that rich people are guilty of something. Not here to say that's good, not here to say that's bad. It's just that's something that is. So if they make the announcement tomorrow as we're in our final hour, they know that while indeed news channels will pick it up, by Monday morning, talk radio stations like ours, news stations, will have moved on to another story. The next big thing, if you will. Speaking of which, next big thing is going to be Cage the Elephant this year, which damn fine band, legends of 97X's next big thing. But if you look at WFLA, the Jeff Knight story, no longer on their front page. You look at Fox 13, let's see here. Jeff Knight story, let's see, more than 1,100 illegal immigrants arrested in Operation Tidal Wave.
Nice.
Accused romance scammer swindles Sun City man out of $800,000.
He deserved it.
Well, these poor people. Nothing about Jeff Knight in the top part of the page. Creative loafing, not one drop of ink on the entire story, which I find very curious. Tampa Bay Times, TampaBay.com. Let's see here. After wanting golf in state parks, DeSantis must now decide on a bill to ban it. Yes, ban golf in state parks. I love golf. I love parks. I love Florida more than both of those. Tampa Bay Times, to be fair, has an article. Jeff Knight steps down from Janice Live after boat crash. The announcement was made days after a boat crash involving the Clearwater Ferry.
Good on you, TBT.
800-771-1025. I'm just preparing you for what I believe will happen. Again, no inside information, but a lot of you out there who are so certain charges will be filed, I don't think I'd be so certain. Hello there. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Yeah, if it goes down that way like you think, it doesn't just put a tarnish on somebody wealthy getting off on something. It tarnishes the boating community of charter boat captains, recreational rental companies, everything.
How so, Craig?
Oh, hey, Drew. I knew you'd know it was me.
I know.
But it tarnishes the industry.
How?
Because he's been on the water for 30 plus years.
Sure.
He's not just a regular, just some weekend warrior, whatever. He is a predominant figure who fishes. He's part of the fishing community, and it hurts us. It hurts legitimate captains. It hurts the industry.
Interesting.
So I don't care that he's wealthy. If they make their judgment, that's on them. But it will put a check mark against this area.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but you are more nautical than I am, so maybe you're right. I don't know. But how are you going to feel when and if there are no charges filed? Scarlet and Gray fan on Twitter. It's the Friday 5 p.m. story dump. Have to try to bury it. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They want to stem the tide of outrage as much as possible. And I truly believe that's going to happen. I think they've already made a decision. I think they've already looked at the evidence. This happened, Sunday night? And here we are on Thursday. I think they've had ample time to look at the evidence and decide whether or not they're going to file charges.
Could it be, because this is coming from everybody's got their own perspective.
Sure.
I don't know how, and I'm not talking about a manslaughter or a reckless. I don't know, given the situation, given the video that I saw with the speed of the boat, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Again, this is all just coming from me, and it means nothing. But I don't see how there cannot be one charge filed.
Yeah.
One.
Well, like not necessarily a manslaughter, but like a leaving the scene,
or reckless driving. Or I cannot see how that could, because understand something. If you're on the road, and I understand the road rules do not apply necessarily in the waterway, but if you're on the road, regardless of if it's your fault or not, if you rear end somebody, you get the ticket.
True.
Your insurance pays for it.
Yep.
So I can't see how he could get off scot-free.
So he'll be cited for something, no doubt about it. But will he be arrested?
Oh, yeah, no, probably, yeah. I can't answer that, but I'm just saying he has to be cited, at least for something.
No doubt that he will receive a citation or 2 or 10. But as far as arresting him,
yeah,
I don't know. Hello, who are you?
Hey, my name is Steve.
Steve, what's up, bud?
Not much. I live on the water. I know a lot of people on the water. And from what I understand, the Clearwater Ferry didn't have any lights on.
Well, I don't know about any lights, but according to Kevin Hazlett, Jeff Knight's attorney, that is what they're alleging, that the stern, if you will, which you know as a fellow nautical warrior, the back of the boat was not adequately lit, which would make sense because when you watch the video, there's no slowing down at all. It's just, there's.
If you've ever been on a boat on the water at nighttime, I mean, it's a different world out there at nighttime.
Sure.
And then a lot of people are saying that he hit and ran. From what I've gathered, he dropped some friends off and came back to the scene. I mean, when the police and cops and everything were there, he was definitely there.
Well, even before that, he according to video and according to some eyewitnesses, helped nudge the boat. The ferry over to safety and stuck around for 11 minutes. So again, I'm not here to defend the dude. I'm just here to say I don't know what laws he might have broken. If you're on the road and you hit someone from behind and someone on the car dies, you don't automatically get a manslaughter charge.
No.
They're not automatically going to arrest you whether you're making minimum wage or a billionaire. It's not an automatic arrest. 800-771-1025. Good afternoon, Drew Grabo Live.
Hey, what's up? It's Frank.
Hey, Frank.
So, hey, I just want to say that, if you're driving in a car, you could still get a negligent homicide charge. So,
you could.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to, but I would say there is also a case since someone died that, they could come back. Yesterday on Twitter, they released, the full video of what happened, and you can see that boat that he hit does have lights on it, and the guy never left the scene of the crime. He's literally there for 20 minutes until the police show up.
Yeah, again, the video tells a story. FWC is taking a look at that. Pasco Pinellas State Attorney's Office is taking a look at that, and they will determine whether or not to file charges. My opinion, they've already made that determination.
Yeah.
And thank you to my buddy Todd Wright, who pointed out the 5 o'clock Friday story dump is why head coaches are often fired or leave around a holiday weekend, because they know there's going to be outrage, so they want to release it late in the day on Friday so you get the weekend for it to die, because, not a lot of us pay attention to the news on the weekend. We like to imagine that nothing's going on. It's great. Hello, who are you?
Martin, how you doing?
What up, Martin?
Okay, real quick. So I know we're talking about this nautical stuff. One thing everybody keeps no one's mentioned so far, that boat had a radar on it. And I know that with the Coast Guard regulations, any boat with a radar should have it running at full time, whether it's day or night.
Sure.
So even if that boat wasn't adequately lit, that would be one thing.
Yeah.
But another thing would be if that radar was working and on, he should have seen that vessel. And two, he was the overtaking vessel that should have probably beeped his horn either once or twice, depending on whether he's overtaking the vessel starboard or port.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little things that we don't know detail-wise.
Correct.
And, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
there'll be an accurate report. Thank you. I appreciate that information very much. And again, there will be an accurate report by the FWC. And they, I'm sure, will hand that over or have already handed that over to the Pasco Pinellas State Attorney's Office. They're the ones who are going to decide whether to charge Mr. Knight with a crime. I don't know that they should. I don't know that they shouldn't. I'm not here to preach for him getting locked up, and I'm not here to say he did nothing wrong. Just as someone who has observed the news cycle for the past, Jesus Christ, 40-something years of my life, I've seen this before, and I truly believe they've already made a decision and that they will announce that tomorrow afternoon, no charges filed, and then let everybody freak out over the weekend. And by Monday, we'll be on to the next story. It'll be an underwater volcano erupting off the coast of Oregon.
Right.
That's going to cause tsunami, because I read that that's happening right now. Man, those underwater volcanoes, that's the end of the world stuff right there.
Oh, yeah.
Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, Drew, Captain Bob. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Captain Bob. How we living?
Good, man. Hey, just one thing. Maybe I missed a couple calls and didn't catch it all, but Mo was mentioning rules of the road, right?
Yep.
So it's funny you say that, because as a captain, when you go take your license, you take 4 tests, and one of them is rules of the road, the navigational deal.
Gotcha.
And did they ever determine whether that boat stopped in the channel to look at the dolphins, or was that just
It's a great question. Great question. That I believe is what Mr. Hazlett, the attorney for Jeff Knight, is alleging, that the ferry was stopped in the channel looking at dolphins with the spotlight. We like to call that dolphin shaming in the industry. But we have not received verification on that. I imagine the report from the FWC will have confirmation.
And the reason I ask that is the same thing, is that is a huge no-no. You do not stop in a channel to do anything.
Yeah, because there are boats hauling ass down that channel, right?
Correct. That's the only thing you're safe in. But I'm not saying that he may have not been operating the boat at a very safe speed.
Sure.
When he hit it. But if that boat was dead stopped looking at dolphins in a channel, that captain of that boat is dead wrong.
See, there you go. Not everything is so cut and dry as one person's got all the blame and one person has none. I appreciate that, Captain Bob. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you. You too. You ever rent a boat before?
No. My brother has a boat that I've gone on, but no, I couldn't pilot a boat.
Yeah, we when we went down to Sanibel Captiva for our honeymoon circa 1999, we rented a boat, and
You were at the helm? At the wheel?
Yeah, and no training, here's your boat, go. And I didn't know you weren't supposed to be in a channel. So I'm sitting in a channel, we're just relaxing, and this boat comes up, and it's like, hey, you idiot, you're not supposed to be in the channel. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. So you learn these things. I don't think they should rent boats to people without training.
And I think I want to say there's a bill that just as this incident happened, was going before the Florida legislature where they were going to try and require people to have training before they could rent a boat or something like that. Clearly, you can't just give somebody a boat.
And they got that Freedom Boat Club, which is really cool. You get a little training, and they do. That's what I would do. I mean, they used to advertise with us a long time ago, and I remember Seth, John, and myself went out on a boat with Captain Mike from Freedom Boat Club, and you show up, they've got it all gassed up. They've got everything taken care of. You don't have to store it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to clean it. You just get your boat, go out in the water, and then come back and turn it in. That is my kind of boating there. Because, man, you real men out there who put a boat into the water and then take a boat out of the water, that is a skill that I do not possess. But, man, that is, that would be the way to go, that Freedom Boat Club. Anyway, I was just somewhat filibustering so that I could give you our word of the day so I don't forget. I knew that if I went to break, there we go, I would pull the setting and come back and forget to play the word of the day. So my alarm here is telling me that it is time for the...
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
winner. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and enter winner before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. I'll use it in a sentence. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. If you get a call that you don't recognize within 30 minutes after the hour that the keyword's announced, make sure you answer it. It could be our contest judges telling you that you are a winner. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon, guys.
Hi.
I just wanted to add what the one caller said about the channel. So another thing, too, that's the intercoastal waterway.
Oh.
So whenever you go out on the boat and you see either the triangle sign or the square sign, if it has a little yellow triangle or a yellow square respectively at the top, that's signifying it's the intercoastal waterway. So, no, you are not allowed to stop in that waterway. Correct.
So then, hypothetically, again, we don't know anything about this, but hypothetically, if the Clearwater Ferry was sitting in that intercoastal waterway in the channel, it's not like Mr. Knight doesn't have any culpability, but the Clearwater Ferry put itself in a very vulnerable position unnecessarily and possibly illegally, if this is the case, by parking in that channel, yes?
Yes, correct. And obviously a mechanical ferry is one thing, but if they were sightseeing dolphins and stuff, they did that of their own volition.
So then all the people who are so quick to rush to judgment, lighting the torches, marching on the castle with the pitchforks, et cetera, demanding for justice and saying that white privilege this, and they're off base because this ferry created the situation, if you will, by parking in the channel.
A little, yes, and then too, the fault of the other vessel operator also, comes into play. But the ferry being there, is most likely the culprit here.
So if I can equate it to a road analogy, because I'm much more familiar driving a car than I am a boat. If there's a car with no lights on parked in the middle of the Veterans Expressway in the middle lane, and I'm coming up going 80 miles per hour in a 60, I shouldn't have been speeding. And I'm wrong for doing so, and I'll probably be cited, but I have the reasonable expectation that there's not going to be a car parked there in the middle of the Veterans sightseeing for, say, roadkill, right?
Great analogy, yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I pride myself on my analogies.
I'd just like to point out, Drew, I'm not ready to take white privilege off the table, and I don't care to elaborate.
Noted. When we come back, is it okay that the government is lying to us about a very scary element of alien invasion? It is absolutely okay. I'm going to tell you what they're lying to you about and why it's okay next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Ooh, I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Quick update for my driver's earlier accident that we had on St. Pete's side. Looks like they were able to clear it out of the road. All lanes of traffic are back open and getting back up to speed in that area. Heading towards Hillsborough side, right lane is still blocked at I-75 South and I-4 due to that earlier vehicle fire. So traffic is slowly getting by if you're heading that direction. Add about an extra 20 minutes to your drive. Still seeing slowdowns. I-275 North heading towards downtown Tampa. Bridge is still looking great right now, running up to speed and accident free. And just a heads up for my neighbors down south, that road construction has Boyette Road between US 301 and Sweetwell Place shut down. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Summer is here. Get your backyard ready with Waterman Construction. Pavers, decks, and custom outdoor spaces done right. Call 813-715-7383 or go to watermanproperties.net.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text 3
Reese. Get factory direct custom-made impact windows installed before hurricane season starts. It's John Senning here for Reese Windows and Doors, where they've been installing affordable, high-quality impact windows for over 50 years. At Reese, most impact windows are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks, and now you can win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 for your chance to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
From Saturday Night Live and its multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shop IDC.com.
Spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing. Baseball is back. Hard Rock Bet makes it easy to bet on America's pastime in just a few easy steps. It's more than betting on the game. You can bet on home runs, strikeouts, and more. You can even bet on if someone will score in the first inning, so it's a super fun, fast bet. And it's win or go home in the NBA playoffs, but not for new customers on Hard Rock Bet. As a new sign-up, if you don't win your first bet, you'll get a bonus bet back up to $100 to try again. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT.
Raise a Big Daddy mug this summer at Hooters. Bud and Bud Light Big Daddies for just $6. Or Mick Ultra for $6.50. Big beers, better deals. Only at Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAVEL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAVEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAVEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Give Mom a gift that will last a lifetime. Enter to win Mom a chance at a $250 gift card and a grand prize $2,000 gift card from the Gold and Diamond Source. Visit the boneonline.com contest page. Happy Mother's Day from the Gold and Diamond Source.
Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com. And start packing.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-838-6161. That's 800-838-6161. 800-838-6161.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
This hour of Drew Garabo Live brought to you by Bolt Electric. For lightning fast service, log on to boltelectricfl.com.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete.
Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
You know, it's funny, when I used to read the word UFO expert, it used to be some weirdo or some hillbilly or someone who did not express themselves particularly well. Something I've noticed in the past 5 to 10 years is, more often than not, renowned and revered UFO experts used to work in the U.S. military. Not that that should automatically give them some validity and credibility, but it sure does. Jacques Vallée. Sorry, there's an accent aigu there. Jacques Vallée has been a UFO expert for 6 decades. They based a character in one of my early favorite films, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, on Jacques Vallée, the French UFO expert in the movie, was based on Monsieur Vallée. Jacques maintains, and I totally believe it, that not only is the government concealing information about UFO encounters, but this is the fascinating part. Hundreds of severe human injuries in Brazil linked directly to UFO encounters, and a bunch of deaths as well. Vallée believes the real truth has been kept secret because if the public knew that not only are we not alone, but that extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional forces have killed humans with impunity, our very fabric of society could unravel. I hate to say this, I am not a fan of the government concealing information from us, lying to us, et cetera, et cetera. In this case, I am 1,000% okay with it. I don't think we deserve the truth. If there are aliens killing us,
right?
What benefit is it? There's nothing we could do about it. So then why tell us? It's just going to freak us out. If we knew right now that not only are aliens living among us, but they wish us harm, what are you going to do? Buy more guns? Kill more innocent people? I am completely at peace with the government concealing this information.
But now, if we know the aliens are amongst us and are trying to kill us or are killing us, wouldn't it help benefit us to know, because then we could take up a means to protect ourselves?
Yeah, I don't know how we protect ourselves against an alien. Like, if they could just look at us and kill us, or touch us and kill us, like a Mr. Spock pinch on the neck.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could do about it.
But now, what if it's the aliens from, let's say, Signs, and all you really need to do is get a 24-pack of
Zephyr Hills?
Zephyr Hills.
All right. If there's anything we can do about it, like sprinkle water on them, or in the case of like Gremlins, like show bright light.
Oh yeah, bright light.
Although I don't think Gizmo was an alien. What the hell was Gizmo?
Gremlins weren't aliens. They were of this
but like,
planet. It was a gremlin.
How'd the first gremlin get there?
Gremlins have always been here.
I mean, it did look rather ancient with the Asian gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh, first rule of Mogwai. I wonder if they were like. I need that's what like. So the world has been clamoring for a third part of the Gremlins trilogy. You had Gremlins. You had yes. And by the world, I mean me. You had Gremlins. You had Gremlins: A New Batch. I think a Gremlins origin story about how the first Gremlins existed, and then how the evil Gremlins, like once they got wet, multiplied, and they mutated because you fed them after. Like, how did all that happen? I need a Gremlins origin story.
Yes.
And you know who did the voice for Gizmo?
Howie Mandel.
That is correct. Yesterday's guest on Drew Garabo Live. Could you ask me that again? Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Alien versus a gorilla. Who wins in a fight?
Well, it depends on the size of the alien and the size of the gorilla. I saw Gio posted a clip where he watched a video of 1,000 humans taking on. I'm sorry, 1,000 gorillas taking on 10,000 humans, and I had to watch it for myself.
Right.
It's so good. It's all digitized, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
But like 10,000 humans marching on 1,000 gorillas, and then the gorillas just throwing humans in the air.
Haymakers.
It's awesome and terrifying, and makes me believe that maybe I'm wrong in that there's no way a 100 men could kill a gorilla. I don't know.
I don't think. We always assume that if there are aliens and they come here, they have some kind of powers or abilities outside of what we have.
Right, because they got here.
Yeah. I mean, they could be technologically more advanced, but, their arms and their legs, it's not that they're necessarily going to have superpowers. You know what I mean?
Right. Like they're already more advanced than we are because they got here. We can't get anywhere. Like, we're lucky if we can send something to Mars. We're talking about other galaxies, other dimensions.
Right.
So just the fact that they can get here means that they're more advanced than we are.
I always thought it odd that predators could manage interplanetary travel and not pants.
Yeah, that was it. Like fashion. Maybe they're just so advanced they know they don't need pants.
A loincloth? Really? Fashion stopped at a loincloth on your planet?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a very good point. 800-771-1025. Okay or not okay for the government to lie to us about extraterrestrial life, meaning us harm? I am 1,000% okay with it. I don't need to know that at any moment they could kill us. They already know so much stuff that they're not telling us, in my opinion.
Is there any way that everything everyone says, is it Area 51 or 31 area?
Area 51.
Area 51.
Yeah.
That all of that, it could contain all of these secrets and mysteries, and you're telling me in today's modern world, none of that's gotten out?
It is hard to believe. It is very, very hard to believe that with the proliferation of information now, like, you can't get anywhere near the place. But,
right, but
someone had to have worked there.
And it can leak. Taking something from there is going to leak something. It's going to take with cell phones. Now, I can understand in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, cell phones being what they are now. Get out of here. Come on.
Yeah, I just think back to the early X-Files episode where Mulder and Scully were able to break into Area 51 and see some of the research. Like, there's no better alien programming, in my opinion, than the X-Files. That was just cutting-edge television back in the late 80s, early 90s for Fox. And the movies are pretty damn good, too. And then underlying all of it, that unbelievable sexual tension. Probably the best sexual tension ever on television, except for the tension between Dylan McKay and Nat, who owned the Peach Pit. I'm sorry, Brandon Walsh and Nat, who owned the Peach Pit.
That's in the top five.
Simmering. But that Mulder, Scully, the fact that they finally banged kind of ruined it, just like David and Maddie on Moonlighting. When they finally did it, I think that kind of put a nail in the coffin of the show. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they got into an altercation, and then Sybil Shepherd slapped Bruce Willis, and then the next thing you know, they're banging on the floor. Oh, what
did Tony Danza and Angela ever bang?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
They
became a couple.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Because I think they ended up in bed together, and then she's like, well, looks like it's time for you to clean the kitchen. She's like, you clean the kitchen, bitch.
I'll remember that episode.
Oh, it might have been like Who's the Boss, the sequel. Hello, who are you?
So about the Area 51, if anyone takes anything from there, they get shot on premises immediately because of the amount of cameras. They have over 1,000 cameras that have 8 megapixel and higher quality. So, yeah, if you try to take any type of document, anything from there, you're done for.
But don't you think somebody would have been willing to sacrifice their life, lay their life down to emancipate knowledge and disseminate it? No?
There has, but that's where they get charged with treason, and it's shot on sight. They get killed. That's why there's so many armed guards.
Okay, so you're telling me I can't take a phone in there, take a photo of something, and then send it to somebody, and what is the government going to do then? It's out.
They'll kill you.
Before you walk into the building, you have to put your phone into a lockbox that's secured, and there's stuff around it that doesn't allow phone cellular transmissions to be accessed out.
I'll buy that for $1.
I can't put an alien fingertip in my pants pocket and walk out. Is that what you're telling me?
It's a good question. They probably don't have bring your kid to work day either. Because those little kids, they'll tell everything.
I'm just saying there is no facility that is 100% impervious to something getting out or leaked.
I need to retract something I said. Tony and Angela never slept together.
I didn't. They didn't.
They did not. I have here, Who's the Boss? Tony and Angela's sexual tension. They're in bed together. I do remember them being in bed together. From season 17. Oh, sorry, no, season 1, episode 17.
Morning, Angela.
Angela. Oh, he realizes he's in bed with the boss. But who's the boss? I always felt like they needed a pegging episode.
What are you doing here? Nothing,
So that Angela could show him who's the boss.
What are you doing here?
Samantha had a nightmare and she crawled into bed with me and then she took all the covers and I didn't want to wake her up and so I took her bed.
Well, Jonathan told me Samantha had a nightmare, so I came in here to comfort her.
Well, she's in my bed.
Well, I didn't know that. I mean, I came in here and it was just a lump underneath the covers.
Don't you think that my lump is different than hers?
I'm going to pass on that one.
God, what a show.
I got to be honest with you. Live audiences weren't all that demanding.
A pretty easy laugh.
I mean,
yeah, I didn't need a laugh track, but man, that sexual tension. Hello there, who are you?
Hey, I'm Ryan.
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, so your Area 51 stuff, you guys ever heard of Bob Lazar?
I've heard of him. I don't know why, though.
That's his story. He was a rocket engineer, basically, and they brought him onto Area 51, and he worked on some sort of engine, and he explains all of it. He's on Joe Rogan. Whole episode is really good.
That's why I've heard of him before. Yeah, I think, the Barney and Betty Hill story?
Yeah.
They're a couple, and in 1961, they allegedly encountered a UFO on a deserted New Hampshire highway. They don't strike me as the kind of people that would make anything up by this, but they pretty much told the exact same story, even when separated. I think there's a minute-long video. Stand by.
Amidst the cultural revolution of the 1960s, interracial couple Betty and Barney Hill.
Now, why they got to bring up the fact that one's black and one's white, I have no idea. Is that to discredit them? Is that to credit them?
Were the first Americans to claim that they had been abducted by aliens. The Hills, an interracial couple who...
I mean, really trying to push a narrative there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, how about there are no more interracial couples? There are just couples.
Lived in New Hampshire, were civil rights activists, supporters of liberal politics, and Unitarians. When their story of abduction was repeatedly ignored or discounted by authorities, they lost faith in the scientific establishment, the American government, and the success of the civil rights movement. Historian Matthew Bowman tells the fascinating story of the Hills as an account of the shifting winds in American politics and culture in the second half of the 20th century.
How about forgetting about the civil rights and all that, and just they are abducted by aliens, for Christ's sake. Hey, that's the important part of the story. Abducted by aliens.
Yeah, a lot of extraneous detail.
Yeah, I mean, you got to tell me twice they're an interracial couple. Hello.
The greatest secret in Area 51, and Fox and Mulder and Scully did not discover it, but they know what a boneless wing actually is.
Well, it's not a wing. It's a nugget, in my opinion. If you have a boneless chicken wing, you don't have a chicken wing. You've got a nugget. There is no such thing as a boneless chicken wing. If you have a chicken piece, which they did last night in the suite at the Lightning game, RIP Lightning, you don't have a chicken wing. You have a chicken nugget. 800-771-1025. One of the best, in my opinion, alien abduction films, probably the best one, is Fire in the Sky.
I didn't see it, but I do remember it, and I do remember that a lot of people, like that.
Dude, I think it's a true story. Well, allegedly a true story. Right. Based on Travis Walton, who wrote a book, The Walton Experience, that describes an extraterrestrial abduction. Robert Patrick in the film, The Terminator, D.B. Sweeney, Craig Sheffer, and they all they're a bunch of loggers, not beers, but like they are in the logging industry, and they go out to the White Mountains. Driving back into town, they see a light in the distance. Travis Walton gets out to investigate, and the beam of light hurdles him several feet backwards. All of his friends are like, we got to get the hell out of here.
Right.
Travis disappears. Search party for days. Shows up back in town 5 days later with mysterious scars on his body. Clearly had been abducted by aliens. It is a scary as hell movie that seems like a documentary. Right up there with, in my opinion, the second best alien-related film, which is The Fourth Kind.
Remember that title too.
Mila Jovovich, she's a therapist, and her patients all claim alien abductions. Each one of them, before they are abducted, sees a white snow owl. It is a terrifying movie.
I have to look that one up.
Oh, it's so good. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, it's Phil.
What up, dude?
Aren't you guys an international racial couple?
An internationally racially couple. You mumble-mouth moron. You can't even spit it out of your stupid mouth.
You make me nervous.
Of course I do, because you're dumb. I always make dumb people nervous because you must bow down to your intellectual superior, i.e. me. Oh, aren't you guys an international... I'm going to be funny on the radio. Aren't you guys an international... Moron.
Thank you.
He had the same thank you that I gave Spice as Richard Belzer.
Right.
Thank you. 800-771-1025. Thanks for the call, man. Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you today?
Hey, Drew, it's Rich.
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. Hey, you talked about Fire in the Sky. I have such a major eye phobia that watching that movie, spoiler alert, if you remember when they're doing the contraption in the guy's eye They have them on the table. I stopped the movie, never watched it. I have never gone back and finished watching it. That freaked me out.
I'm sorry, you say you have an eye phobia?
Yeah, man, like going to the optometrist or anything, trying to put drops. Yeah.
I get that. Did something happen to you as a kid with your eye? Do you think in a previous life something happened? Like, what's the dealio?
Yeah, probably something in a previous life, but it's always like going fishing. I worry about, something coming back at me in the eye. I've just always done it. And going to the optometrist, I've warned them, and they, I don't know, they don't, they have some patience, but they get irritated because it just freaks me out. I can't even put eye drops in my eyes.
Yeah, I get that. And that movie's got some graphic eye stuff that the aliens are doing to poor Travis Walton. Oh, man, that's awful.
Yep.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate the call. Sorry about your eye phobia.
Take care later.
Optomophobia, optical phobia. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of movies where they do stuff to people's eyes either. But and this is one of them. 800-771-1025. So if they have evidence that aliens are not only among us but harming us, how do they even reveal that information? You know what I mean? Like breaking news, there are aliens among us and they mean us harm.
Right.
That sounds terrifying. Drew Garabo Live, how can I help you?
Instead of Drew R. Garabo, why don't you go by D. R. Garabo? He's not.
Because I'm not a complete moron like you. Thank you. That's why. 800-771-1025. All right, time to give away some fantastic prizes that Mike O has given us to give away this week. And we're going to do so in a, not a guess this thing contest, but I'm looking for good phone calls. And the story that is birthing it is the unfortunate prank call that happened to Shadur Sanders. But we're going to put a little entertaining spin on it about your parents and how you caused them anguish next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Quick update, I-75 south at I-4 looks like the right lane is finally back open and traffic is now getting back up to speed in that area. Still a bit of a slowdown, so if you're heading that direction, add about an extra 5 minutes to your drive. Bridges right now looking great. They're running up to speed and accident-free. Seeing a slowdown still, I-275 north heading towards downtown Tampa. And on St. Pete's side, we do have a traffic crash off to the side, I-275 north at I-375. And of course, causing a slowdown because everybody's got to stop and stare. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
There are 472 reasons to shop auto lenders in Palm Harbor. We call reason number 4 tariff freedom. Right now, almost all new and used cars are being hit with a 25% tariff. That's an added cost of about $6,000 more per vehicle. But at auto lenders, we get our vehicles in a totally innovative way. So you'll find the best one-owner cars, trucks, and SUVs, all tariff-free. Auto lenders was always thousands less. Now you'll save so much more. Visit us today in Palm Harbor.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here. Top 1% Realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. 917-1894. ConsumerQB.com.
O'Reilly. Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. All clear tonight, mild night. Low temperatures by late tonight near 70. Another dry day coming up on Friday. Plenty of sunshine. Highs near 90. A slight uptick in rain chances Sunday and Monday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
walked a zipper head. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead. Punk rock girl, please look at me. What do you see? Let's travel around the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. I tapped her on the shoulder and said, do you have a bow? She looked at me and smiled.
Mo, do you know the worst thing that you did to your parents, or at least your mom, growing up? Like the thing that you did that caused your mother the most anguish, anger, frustration, sorrow, sadness. Was there a singular incident?
My mom was a very forgiving person, so I couldn't really do anything that would hurt her. Maybe I got busted shoplifting.
Okay.
I mean, but when I say shoplifting, I like, it's like, and I could have been 12, just long overcoat, and I was just stuffing.
Old school style.
It was long and thick enough. It was Chicago, and it was winter, for me to put a whole bag of Doritos in there, along with multiple other items.
And you got caught?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And this was after doing it forever, and obviously feeling, invincible. But maybe that.
I got you. The defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons has been fined $100,000 because of the prank call his kid pulled on Shedeur Sanders.
Ooh, that's an expensive call.
That is, like, you want to talk about the juice not being worth the squeeze. A, the prank call just wasn't that funny. B, you put your dad in harm's way at work. And C, you cost your dad $100,000.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, cumulatively, from the age of 12 to 22, I probably caused my folks more anguish than anyone has caused their parents anywhere, because I was just a smart-ass, disrespectful, unmotivated, lazy, shiftless bum. Other than that, I was fine. So for those 10 years, I'm sure my mom and dad had many a conversation of, where did we go wrong? What the hell is this kid going to do with the rest of his life? And I didn't even know. I mean, I was working restaurants before radio came along and sucked me in. If radio had never done that, maybe I'd be a general manager of a restaurant. Maybe I would have gotten the cojones to open up my own restaurant, and maybe I'd be successful. I don't know. But when I say I was a bad student, I was a bad student. Not that I was dumb per se, not saying I was bright, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And if I wasn't interested in school, like you give me a math class, a science class, I am tuning the F out. But when it comes to acting out in a singular incident, and I know that if mom is listening right now, she'll remind me of any, I don't know that I cost my parents a heck of a lot of money.
You reminded me.
Go on.
Of what I did.
All right, good.
We moved down here.
Yeah.
It would be my first year of high school.
Yep.
And I was enrolled in Lato Comprehensive High. Lato.
Yeah.
And I'm moving to a new state, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm 15, and I go through the trouble of making friends. We move, and now my high school is Jefferson. Which is out there by Charlie Steakhouse, that area over there. And I was like, come on, man. You took me out of, I had 8 years of friends. You moved me from that. And then I finally made some really cool friends. And now we're moving and I got to do this whole process over. So I went to school one day and unenrolled myself from Jefferson High. I said, but we were moving back. There was a mistake made. We're going to move back. And they signed me out. And then I just showed up at Lato and started going back. And that lasted for all of 3 days when Lato finally said, hey, dude, you're not even enrolled here. And then Jefferson called my mom. I remember going into my English class at Jefferson, and I went to unenroll. And the English teacher, she was a nice, she was like, I'm here I need you to sign me out. And she goes, class, has anyone ever seen this student before?
Oh, no.
Because I had never been to the class, and here I was unenrolling.
Oh, that's great.
She was 38 hot, Drew.
Oh, yeah.
38 hot.
I think if you, and I will ask my mom if I have to, but if you were to ask my mom the most upset or disappointed she's ever been in me. I was like 12, 13 years old and a voracious reader. I would just read anything and everything you put in front of me from the age of 6 to 16. I would check out 10 books at a time from the library, go back the next week and get 10 more. I just love reading. And we had a door-to-door encyclopedia salesman shows up at my parents' house. My mom invites him in. He gives the presentation, and I'm hooked.
Yes,
like he's
right.
playing to me. I
Right.
need these encyclopedias. This is pre-internet.
Sure.
Like I need knowledge. I need insight. I need info. So this guy, very smart salesman, pitching to me. And my mom, we weren't made of money. We made me middle class, but we were certainly not made of money. And my mom balked at the price of these encyclopedias and told the gentleman that we were not interested, enraging me, an entitled little prick at the time. And in front of this salesman, oh, Jesus Christ, this is terrible. In front of the salesman, I go, well, what do you know, Mom? You never went to college.
Ooh.
She went to nursing school. That still gets brought up from time to time. But, I mean, didn't cost her $100,000. 800-771-1025. Drew Garbo Live. Hello, who are you?
I'm Mike from Land Lakes. How's everybody doing?
We're good, Mike. What's going on?
Story, quick as possible because it's long.
Thank you.
6th grade, riding the bus home. Kid comes up to me that I know, not friends. He says, hey, look, shows me $3,000, all $100 bills and a plastic cigarette protector.
Oh.
Says, long and short, here's $100, but keep your mouth shut. I found it. I don't want anybody to know I got it. They're going to take it away. So you got to act like you found it. So I get it dirty about a block away from my house, go to each neighbor because I know my parents are at work, and lie about how I found $100 in the gutter, thinking I'm all smart. Door comes, knock at the door about 7 o'clock that night. 2 St. Pete police detectives asking questions.
Uh-oh.
Turns out the kid never thought about it, broke into his neighbor's house that owns a taxi service and robbed the neighbor's house next door.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So stolen money, I received stolen goods.
Damn.
You know what goes on from there.
Oh, man.
But I had to go to all the neighbors and apologize for lying to everybody.
Oh, and
So-
your mom and dad are all embarrassed because they got to socialize with these people.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, that's rough. That's almost prize-worthy. 800-771-1025. Drew Garbo Live. Hello, who are you?
This is Mike. How are you guys doing?
Hey, Mike, really well. Thank you. How's your day, man?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Good.
All righty. So we're talking about parents' anguish.
We
with,
are.
Us as children.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So there was this one point in time where my father was trying to teach me, how to speak properly.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing Hooked on Phonics, as you know. There was one word, as, that he kept on going towards, and every time I said it, I would just mispronounce it because I thought it was ass, and I didn't want to say a bad word. So I would mispronounce it every single time, and my father, I think he wanted to fight me. He didn't actually lay hands on me, but that made him so infuriated that I wouldn't pronounce the word correctly.
Okay.
And I guess that's just a little anguish I put through. With my
I can't give you the prize, especially when you compare to what that first dude did, but I
Yeah.
appreciate the call very much. 800-771-1025. Other than the encyclopedia incident, I know the maddest my dad ever got at me was when, before cell phones, I've told this story before, so I apologize if it's a repeat for you. But before cell phones, I had competed in a district Spanish contest because that's what I used to do in high school. I was just way into languages. And so we do Spanish contests, extemporaneous speaking, at the Marriott on International Drive, which was about 30 minutes away from my parents' house. And the plan was, when we were done, my dad was going to pick me up in the Mercury Marquis at the Marriott on International Drive. Well, my buddy Jeff Talby, also participating in the contest, drove me from Marriott on International Drive to Oak Ridge High School, significantly shorter and closer to my parents' house. So when I arrived back at Oak Ridge High School, I got on the payphone, called my parents' number, and said, Dad, you can come pick me up now. All right, on my way. 15 minutes later, I realized oh, I forgot to tell my dad that I'm not at the Marriott any longer. I'm at Oak Ridge High School. Well, there are no cell phones.
No, not back then.
So I called my mom and said, Mom, Dad's going to be looking for me at Marriott, and I'm at Oak Ridge. What? I know. So 45 minutes, an hour later, I hear the tires squealing from up the road, up Weingard Avenue. And my dad, 50 shades of hot, pulls into the get in the goddamn car. No cell phones. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is Patrick at St. Pete.
How we doing, Pat?
Man, got through the day.
Hell
That's
yeah.
all that matters.
Congrats. What can I do you for?
So we're talking about times dads were mad at us?
Yeah, or not. Yeah, the most anguish you ever caused your parents, because this kid who's the son of the defensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons, he cost his dad $200,000 or $100,000.
What wasn't it more? Didn't the son get charged $250,000? So for a grand total of $300,000?
No, the organization got charged $250,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I didn't cause that kind of damage, but in high school, Jackass was huge, and naturally, we wanted to reproduce all the things that were happening on that show.
Absolutely.
So my friend and I had the bright idea to load him in the trunk of my badass 1998 Ford Taurus, and have his arm hanging out, have him tied up in the trunk, and have him pop out, try to escape, and I put him back in and drive away. So we execute the plan perfectly in front of a Walmart in Gastonia, North Carolina, where all the action happens.
Hell yeah.
Later on, about an hour later, I'm at work because I'm working at Michael's Arts and Crafts store because obviously I'm a super cool 17-year-old.
Yeah.
And I get a call from my dad. Pick up the phone. He's like, yeah, what's up? Is everything okay? He said, Patrick, why are there 2 county police officers talking about you kidnapped somebody at the Walmart? And I babble out an explanation as best I could. He never said anything else.
Watch the language. That's all I would say is watch the language.
Yeah.
Dude, we always talk about thank God the internet and social media weren't around when I was at high school. Thank God that Jackass wasn't around when I was in high school.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
If Knoxville, Steve O, Chris Pontius, Wee Man, and the like were around when I was in high school, not only arrested, but emergency room visits out the ass. Oh my God, that would have been terrible. Thank you, Johnny Knoxville and Jeff Tremaine, producer, for not coming out with that show until well after my high school years.
Did anybody make it out of that show a lot well and healthy? I don't think anyone did.
Not Bam. Johnny, I think. Not the healthiest. He's got some injuries.
Yeah, but he also has some dysfunction in the groin area too, where
he's got to jab himself in the wiener every morning.
Yeah, that ain't making it out healthy.
No, I guess you're right. That is, he's the one who got off light.
Right, and Steve O, he's
Yeah, Steve O's a little bit addicted to stuff. I think the guy who made it out the best is Ryan Dunn.
Yes, yeah, you may be right. Yeah,
he's dead. Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live.
I forgot.
Hi, it's Died in Your Arms Tonight, Mike.
What's up, Died in Your Arms Tonight, Mike? How we doing?
I have no pride in anything I'm going to tell you right now.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Circa 2001, high school formal, my first one. It's an out of school one. Afterwards, there's a party. I, for the first time ever, drink. The mother of the girl who I went with called my mom and said, hey, can he stay? And she was like, no, he has to come home. I went home. The next thing I remember is I'm not proud of driving drunk. I wake up with my mom going, you've been in the shower for 4 hours. What is going on? And then my mom goes down to the basement where I sleep, and we have a slop sink, and I just hear her scream. And my dad comes in. He's like, why did you take a crap in the slop sink?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's terrible, Mike. I say this with no pride, but Mike just reminded me of definitely the worst moment for me. And maybe I'd shut this one out of my memory. So I was living at home, and I think I was 19. I was working at the Olive Garden as a server. drinking age in Florida is 21, but we had friends who were bartenders, obviously. My buddy Mike Wheeler, who went to Notre Dame right out of high school because he wasn't a loser like I was, who went to UCF, he was in town over probably Christmas break. So we go out. My car was in the shop because I was such an idiot that I never changed the oil in my Suzuki Samurai, and I threw a rod, and our mechanic Teddy was trying to put the freaking thing back together. So I had to borrow my sister's Hyundai, I think. We take my sister's car out. We get loaded drunk at the bar at Olive Garden first. Mike and I go out. We get even drunker. I'm driving my sister's car home. I take a corner too fast off Lake Underhill, and I ram into the curb. And I mean, when I say I bent an axle, I bent an axle. I somehow managed to get the car home. I'm driving on 2 flat tires and a bent axle, and I drive it to my parents' house. But I'm so drunk that I had forgotten about it, so I leave it in the driveway. Mike and I go, and I fall asleep on my bed. He falls asleep on my floor. My sister plays Minnie Mouse at Disney at the time. She's like 16. Wakes up in the morning to go to work and discovers her vehicle wrecked.
Oh, man.
In the driveway. And I don't know if you've never been awakened by screaming, you have a couple of seconds where you're not quite sure what is going on.
Right.
And I hear my sister screaming. I open my eyes. The sunlight is piercing my hungover brain. And I first think, why is my sister screaming? And then I realize why my sister is screaming, and it's even worse. And my mom comes into my room, and she's like, "What did you do to your sister's car?" And I didn't know what to say. I was just like, I'm sorry, Mike got a little drunk and drove Judy's car.
Oh, you did not. Did you do that?
She didn't believe me, and Mike was mad at me. Oh man, that has to be the worst thing that I've done.
Yeah, that's pretty
not quite $100,000.
No.
You know, Sundays weren't cheap. Hello, who are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Amy. How are you?
Well, hi, Amy. Doing real well, thank you. How's your Thursday going, young lady?
Oh, so far so good. Amen. I made it through the day.
Hell yeah, you did. Congrats. It's good to hear from you again. I remember you calling before because I absolutely love your voice. You have a melodic little lilt, this cute little accent. I love everything about your calls, Amy.
Thank you.
I'm still undecided, Amy.
Yeah, that's true. Mo's on the fence about you. Yeah. You got to win him over.
Let's see how this call goes.
Yeah, you're right. I was premature.
Hey, I'll feel confident about me, so you can think what you like.
Very good.
So my story is, do you want the one where I got caught halfway naked with a boyfriend in my parents' house on the floor?
Yep, that one.
Or do you want the story about wrecking a car?
Nah, forget the wreck in the car. I want to hear the naked with the boyfriend on the floor.
Like you had to ask.
Right, do you even know us? It's always going to be the one of you naked with your boyfriend, no matter what the other option is. If it's Godzilla versus King Kong fighting out in your parents' living room, I'll still take the naked in the bed with the boyfriend call.
Okay. So he comes over.
Yeah.
My mom is just like, your dad's getting ready for work. I want your boyfriend out the house before he wakes up because I don't want to have to deal with it. Okay, fine. So he and I start out watching TV, and of course we get to kissing and hugging, and next thing you know, we're on the floor. My shirt is up. I'm wrapped around him, and I look up, and there's my mom.
Was she wanting to join in? Like, what's going on?
No, I mean we were close. We were really, really close. We were really, really, really close. Yeah. I just look up and she's there, and she's just hands on her hips. She's looking down at me. Her face is in a serious scowl, and she was like, "I'm gonna go wake up your daddy."
Uh-oh. Did she?
She did.
What did he do?
She did. Boyfriend jumped up, ran out the door.
Smart.
I get up, try to get myself situated. My dad comes out. My mom's telling him she did this, and I caught her and that boy, and I told you I didn't want him in the house, la, la, la. And my dad just sits down, and he looks at me. He was like, I'm too tired. Did it go in? Were they actually naked? And she was like, no. And he was like, then I'm not going to worry about it. She could just stay in the house for the next 6 months.
That's awesome.
That's it. I'm
I love
tired.
it. Love it, Amy. You ever get busted by your parents with a girl?
No. I didn't even have sex till I was out of high school.
My mom came home unexpectedly one day, and my high school girlfriend Tracy and I were going at it, and that was not fun. That was.
Oh, when you say going at it, I mean, was there a shirt off?
Everything was off. Like we were in my bed in my room, and all of a sudden I heard the front door slam, and I'm like, we gotta hurry. And I think I had managed to maybe put on I used to wear bikini briefs.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Like
bikini briefs and your Suzuki Samurai.
Oh my God!
Woo, what a catchy word, Drew.
Fedora too. Don't forget.
Oh no! What the hell?
Bikini briefs. And you know why I wore them? Because A, I was an idiot. B, it felt so good when I would take them off at the end of the day. Because like it binds up your genitals.
Sure.
But then when you take them off, it's just like, it's a feeling that you ladies must get when you take off the bra at the end of the day. You're just like, oh my God. Oh yeah.
Did you ever get complimented on them by a girl?
Oh no.
No, I didn't think so.
No. I think my granny got me purple Jordache bikini briefs for my birthday one year.
Nice.
It's a very odd family. Hello.
This me?
It is. What's your name?
When I went to go back inside and get the correct keys, I had locked myself out of the house. So I walked down the old country road that I lived on.
Yeah.
And my neighbor saw me and found me and took me home to my mom at 3 a.m.
Oh, my God. Bad girl. Say, Mo, what do we got coming up on the Mo Betta?
Oh, well, we have a Florida man who is going for the hat trick. We have Love in the Air, and All Good Things Must End.
Next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Just listen for the Bone bonus keyword at 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. Head over to the free 102.5 The Bone app and enter the keyword for your chance to win $1,000. It's the Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Quick update, I-75 south at I-4. Looks like the right lane is finally back open and traffic is now getting back up to speed in that area. Still a bit of a slowdown, so if you're heading that direction, add about an extra 5 minutes to your drive. Bridges right now looking great. They're running up to speed and accident-free. Seeing a slowdown still, I-275 north, heading towards downtown Tampa. And on St. Pete's side, we do have a traffic crash off to the side, I-275 north at I-375. And of course, causing a slowdown because everybody's got to stop and stare. I'm Ashley with traffic.
From premium steaks to juicy burgers, Wild Fork Foods has everything you need for the ultimate cookout at the best prices. Shop today at wildforkfoods.com and get delivery to your doorstep.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. For going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
The $1,000 Mother's Day gift card match is happening from May 2nd through May 4th at the Gold and Diamond Source. Buy a gift card up to $1,000 and they'll match it with the second gift card with the same amount, giving you up to $2,000 in spending power. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment will be only $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Buy a gift card up to $1,000, and they'll match it with the second gift card with the same amount, giving you up to $2,000 in spending power. Plus, you can take advantage of 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means that if you finance $5,000, your monthly payment will be only $83. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Owenton Road, right off 275, or check them out online at goldendiamond.com. And make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
From Saturday Night Live and his multiple Netflix specials, Emmy-winning comedian John Mulaney announces his new tour, Mr. Whatever. Straz Center, Saturday, December 6th. Tickets on sale now at strazcenter.org.
Medical malpractice and nursing home abuse cases are difficult and the stories are heartbreaking. At Bernetti PA, we fight to make sure your story is heard loud and clear. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
John Stanning here for Wild Fork. I'm a big red meat guy. I love eating thin-cut ribeyes from Wild Fork for breakfast, smoking up a tri-tip, but do not sleep on the seafood selection. I love the pepper smoked salmon, the Chilean sea bass. This past weekend, I did some swordfish kebabs. Wild Fork has everything you need, from sides, seasonings, desserts, and every protein you could possibly think of. You can shop online and get it delivered, pick it up in store, or just go on a shopping spree with locations in Citrus Park, South Tampa, and St. Pete on 4th Street North. Check them out today at wildforkfoods.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most: selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
You or someone you know thinking about buying a home, tune in to the Lone Ranger radio show Saturdays from 11 to 12. Make no bones about it. It's the place to go for no-nonsense mortgage and real estate advice.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Drupert, it's not just my favorite gun range, but it's certainly Newport Richie's favorite gun range. I'm talking about All-American Gunslingers. And this Saturday, that's 2 days away from 11 to 3, they are having a machine gun shoot. $10 buy-in, Drew, at the door to rent the gun, $50 for the magazine with ammo. You keep the magazine when you're done. If you don't want a preloaded magazine, they'll have bags of 30 rounds for $25 to $35 actually for a magazine of 9mm. Again, that's at All American Gunslingers, located on US 19 North in Newport Richey. It's this Saturday. It's from 11 to 3. Get out there. Just get out there if you want to buy a gun, if you want to train with a gun, if you want all of the accoutrement that goes with a gun. It's All American Gunslingers. Your safety, your rights, your freedom, America. There you go. All right. Well, an interesting story here. Not in a great way, but football great John Elway's agent dead after golf cart crash where the Broncos legend was reportedly driving.
I have a. Are you familiar with Karnak the Magnificent?
Yes.
The Johnny Carson character where he would he would read an answer, open up an envelope with a question inside?
Yes.
Okay, if you are familiar with that, then stand by.
All right.
Here we I am Karnak the Magnificent. I will be reading an answer and opening an envelope with a question. The answer is his agent and the 1987 Cleveland Browns.
His agent and the 1987 Cleveland Browns.
Yes, that's right, Ed. His agent and the 1987 Cleveland Browns. Open the envelope, which contains the answer. Name two things ended by a John Elway drive.
Ho, 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 ho!
You see, because the 1987 Denver Broncos were led down the field late in the game by John Elway, they call it the drive. May the bird of paradise make poo-poo all over your birthday cake. Thank you.
Can I continue on with this rather tragic story?
Oh, sure. Yes, you must.
Jeff Spurbeck, the longtime agent, business partner, and friend of John Elway, has died from injuries suffered on a crash involving a golf cart, reportedly driven by the legendary Denver Broncos quarterback. Spurbeck was 62. The Riverside County coroner confirmed he died early at a Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. Elway was the one driving the golf cart as Spurbeck fell off and hit his head on asphalt. Spurbeck was put on life support due to his injuries. He was sitting in the passenger seat of the golf cart at the time of the incident. I am always fascinated by deaths resulting from falling from a golf cart because I just don't understand. They're not zipping down the road.
No.
Maybe they can. I don't know. But it's also not that far a fall from outside of a golf cart. So, I mean, how hard can you hit your head, even if it's on concrete, to where you're now dead?
It's a great question because golf carts ideally won't go over 30, 40 miles per hour. So let's say at 35, you take a curve. Agent Jeff Spurlock just launches out, smacks his head on the curb. Freak accident for sure.
I mean, yeah, I guess a head injury is a head injury. And I guess at 62, you're a little bit more prone to kind of a more catastrophic injury. Sad all the way around. No reports about Elway drinking or being impaired. As of yet, it's still early on. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office that launched the investigation said that there was no indication that Elway was driving the golf cart recklessly.
Okay.
So,
accidents happen.
It's are you a fan of Elway? Where does he fall? Is he one of the all-time greats?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah. One of the all-time great quarterbacks. I neither like nor dislike him, but he was a winner on that football field, boy.
All right. Now, I know you talked about it a little bit with sending. We really kind of glossed over it, but it is one of the top Tampa stories. This is an interesting take. The Panthers had to learn how to win. The Lightning helped them show the way. This is by AP. Winning in the Stanley Cup playoffs and becoming a championship-capable team, Tampa Bay coach John Cooper said, is an art. It's something that has to be learned. Turns out the Lightning were good teachers and the Florida Panthers were really good students. The Lightning, unbeknownst to them at the time, planted the seeds for this run of postseason by their cross-state rival Panthers. Tampa Bay swept Florida in the second round of the 2022 playoffs, simply dominating the series. It forced the Panthers to make sweeping changes, and Florida has taken over as state champions ever since.
Yeah, they followed our blueprint to a T. They have become what we were a couple of years ago. They are a better team. I dare say they had a game plan that neutralized Nikita Kucherov, and they leave the Lightning bounced out of the first round of the playoffs for the third year in a row, for the second year by the Panthers in 5 games. It sucks.
So if the Panthers learned after their devastating shutout, what have we not learned as the Lightning team?
Great question. So I think we learned a little bit last year, but we obviously didn't learn enough. I would look for major changes on this roster. Not as a coach. You're an absolute moron if you think there's a better coach out there than John Cooper. But I think our roster will see some bigger bruisers being brought in. I've seen people like, oh, you have to at least listen to offers for Nikita Kucherov. Get the hell out of here. Kucherov is a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
Right.
You don't even entertain offers for that guy.
But a lot of people were saying, where was he?
They figured out a way to neutralize him. He's got to play better. His team's got to play. This was just an embarrassing first-round series. Very sad, very frustrating.
I mean, credit must be. Do we give credit because they made the playoffs?
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, why? I don't know. Why
there was
make
no
the
spark.
playoffs?
You're the Lightning, and was there no spark?
Didn't seem like it. They came out last night flat. They didn't. There was one team that looked hungry on the ice last night. One team from Florida, and it was certainly not the one from Tampa Bay. The Panthers dominated us in every way. We could not get momentum going. We tied it up several times, only to watch them go ahead. It was a very, very sad night.
How many minutes into the game, or what period would you say you knew that there was kind of an insurmountable?
The third. When we scored the first goal, I thought we had it.
Right.
I thought, okay,
we talked about that.
Yeah, we got the first goal. Everybody's going crazy. Awesome. They tie it up. I'm like, no problem. And then when they took a 2-1 lead, I'm like, this is concerning. And then we tie it up. Then they went up 3-2. Then we tied it up. Then they went up 4-3, and they never looked back. Oh, no more hockey.
I know. And you know what? It's not even necessarily the hockey for me, though the game, it was fascinating and great fun to watch. It's just when we would go down there, I met so many cool people as far as belonging to the Lightning organization or being about the Lightning organization. And I will miss that. A lot of cool people I met.
Yeah, they were great people, and thanks to Steve Versnick and everybody who helped us with our broadcasts. It's always, look, 30-something teams aren't going to win the cup.
Right.
This year we were one of them, and it sucks.
So at this point, all we're looking for is the Panther elimination.
Honestly, I am a big fan of rooting for the team that eliminates you.
Really?
I am, because I want to be eliminated by the best. Like last year when they beat us 4-1. I was like, I'm rooting for the Panthers, and the Panthers won the Stanley Cup, which means we might have been the second best team in the NHL with a bad matchup. Might be the same thing this year, but it's going to be very hard to root for the Panthers because they're pricks.
I can't.
Pricks.
I can't get behind them. I'll go for Ottawa. Are they in it?
Ottawa is still in it. I think they play Toronto tonight. They might be down 3-1 or 3-2. I'll get back to you on that.
Florida man arrested for having, get this, Drew, 3 wives in 3 different counties. No, you can't. You most certainly cannot. Dayline, Hernando County. That's County 1. A man is facing charges for marrying 3 Florida women in 3 different counties at the same time. Now these women are speaking out, saying the system that handles marriage licenses kept them in the dark. There are no safeguards, and I feel like that's part of where the system failed, said Michaela Betsy. He took each one of us to a county over to get married, said Brandy Betsy. If the counties did talk, it would have saved me a lot of heartache and a lot of money and stress, added Tanya Betsy. So we got Michaela, we got Brandy, and we got Tanya.
Happened to Betsy.
You're right. But the three Florida women learned they were on the same journey with Henry Betsy Jr. at the same time. One was married November 23rd, the other a month after, and then the another married on February 22nd. I met him on a dating app. The first time I ever got on a dating app, she said, it was Stir, the dating app, which I have not heard of at all. Stir, yeah. Henry was arrested for felony bigamy at his home in Seminole County last year after Tanya figured out she wasn't his only wife.
Dude, how do you balance that?
I know. He's a good-looking cat. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. There was one time that I wasn't being the, the perfect partner, and it felt like I was living two separate lives, and I had to eat I remember having to eat two dinners because I'm out here where I'm not supposed to be, and I'm having
you're living that double life.
It felt not to the full extent, but for the most part, 100% absolutely.
Wow.
And but it get but
exhausting, right?
It's physically exhausting, and it's mentally exhausting. More so mentally, where you're just like, and you just try and figure out how you can maintain it. You're like a rat running with the circle thing.
Oh yeah,
and it's hard to get off, until Michaela calls the cops.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Balancing three wives, that's a skill. When do you sleep?
Because I didn't have to maintain another household.
Right.
But you three wives, you have to have three different households.
Yeah, and you got to sleep with one of them.
Yeah, once that I did the paperwork and got married all within 15 minutes. That was Brandy. In Pinellas County, which is not one of the counties where Henry got married, about 2,000 people get married at 3 county courthouses each year. There should be some system of checks and balances.
You think?
Where, you ought to be able to see it, say, hey, this cat's already married twice. Look at him, no,
that's a good-looking brother. Yeah.
Like a brother with blue eyes. That's a unicorn.
I once made the decision that I was going to fly to Utah and take multiple wives, but then I realized that wouldn't be very big of me.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's all right. That is all right. You made me accidentally close out.
Oh, then I'll take this opportunity to tell you that Ottawa plays tonight. They host the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ottawa down 3-2, but they were down 3-0. So if they can win this one, they force a Game 7.
We're good. You've been to Oak and Stone in Bradenton.
I think there's one in St. Pete that I've not been to, and I've also not been to the one in Bradenton.
Okay.
I guess no would have been a fun answer.
This is a very odd story. Bradenton Oakenstone general manager accused of burglarizing the building. In brief, and I'll give it to you that way. The general manager is accused. Police say a video captured William Johnson, 43, walking into the manager's office at 5:44 a.m. and unplugging the security cameras. Additional video shows him leaving the business, wiping the door handles, and leaving the door unlocked. Police say he then returned to a car carrying a deposit bag. Of course, he was arrested at his home. You probably should know where all the video cameras are. You probably should also know that if you're unplugging the video camera, there's probably video capturing you unplugging the video.
Oh, yeah. And nowadays with like cameras, street cameras everywhere, they've got your car.
It's funny you say that because one of the officers said he had forgot about the city cameras. They say investigators said video from Oakenstone recorded a man with his face uncovered walking into the manager's office and unplugging the cameras, but he forgot about the city cameras because we have such a great network of cameras that belong to the city or belong to local businesses. We were actually able to trace the steps of the person who entered the restaurant, and it turns out that the suspect had parked several blocks away. This is the thing. You're the GM. When the money... Take the money.
Dude, if you can't scam as a GM and you think the best way for you to get money is to stage a break-in and break in yourself, you're a dummy.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, he was. They saw him walking to his parked Kia SUV there. So.
Just figure out a way to do fake deliveries. Like, we didn't get that case of champagne.
Yeah, exactly. Robert De Niro reacts to daughter Arian coming out as trans. I love and support Arian as my daughter He said, and it's a statement he told Variety, exactly how he feels about his child, who he shares with Tukey Smith being transgender. I don't know what the big deal is, he said. I love all my children. He's a proud father of 7 children, and he and Smith share Arian and Arian's twin brother, Julian, together. She came out as transgender in April interview with Them magazine after she was outed by a tabloid who shared paparazzi photos of her with long pink hair. The publication announced her identity as a trans woman. Arian started hormone therapy in 2024, telling Them magazine that she never felt like she fit in when she was a younger. So
yeah, that could be tough for old school parents to get their heads around. Like, trans wasn't really a thing like when we were kids. So now it's a thing, and now there are kids who believe that they're trans, and it's your job as a parent to love and support your kids. Doesn't mean you have to be crazy about every decision they make. It just means you have to provide a safe, comfortable space for them.
She said, of course, Robert De Niro being white, and of course Tukey being black. If you didn't know that,
how'd that happen?
Oh, De Niro likes the brown sugar. I was always told I was too much of something or not enough of something growing up. Too big, not skinny enough, not black enough, not white enough, too feminine, not masculine enough. She told them it was never just, you're just right, just the way you are. Then she got influenced by black women like Laverne Cox, Raven Simone, and her mother. She started to change the way she saw herself. So there she goes. As for how her parents feel about her being trans, she said Smith and De Niro were always accepting of her queerness. In her words, even though they fully supported her, she said she still felt anxiety transitioning.
Yeah.
You good to go with it?
Oh yeah. I mean, like, look, it's a bit jarring, I'm sure, to get that news, but your job is to love your kid unconditionally.
Absolutely. And 100%. And that's the Mo Better.
That's great timing.
Yeah.
800-771-1025. Hello, it is Mo Better News. How may we help you?
Well, hello, guys. How are you doing?
Well, what's up, Trick? How you doing, man?
I'm doing just fine. I hope you and Maurice are doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to interrupt the Mo Better, but is it just me, or is it kind of odd that Robert De Niro, who famously dates black women, has a daughter named Arian?
It's just you. The greatest mononymonic. Oh, damn it. I think I screwed it up. Mononymous. Do you know what mononymous means?
No.
Mononymous. I'll tell you what it means and tell you who the best mononymous singer is next on Drew Garabo Live with Maurice.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Slowdown still on the Interstate's Hillsborough side, I-275 north heading towards downtown Tampa along with the I-4 interchange, as well as I-4 eastbound heading towards I-75. Now heading down south, we still have that road closed due to road construction on Boyette Road between US 301 and Sweetwell Place. Bridge is looking good right now, so far running up to speed and accident-free. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Primetime, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters. Give Mom a gift that will last a lifetime. Enter to win Mom a chance at a $250 gift card and a grand prize $2,000 gift card from the Gold and Diamond Source. Visit the boneonline.com contest page. Happy Mother's Day from the Gold and Diamond Source.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. Skip the hassle of constant cleaning and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our offers are the strongest in the industry. With a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home stress-free, make the most money, and move on your timeline. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home and skip the hassle of constant cleaning and costly repairs. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Tyra, said, thanks to Mark Spain Real Estate, our home had several cash offers within 24 hours of it being on the market, and we closed in less than a month. With their guidance, the transaction was more seamless than we could have ever hoped for. Sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. I've been in the business for nearly 30 years, and I know what matters most, selling your home fast and for the most money. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be and close in as little as 21 days. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, Arch Support Specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit in with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
This Friday from 11 to 2, stop by the grand opening of the brand new Circle K in Wesley Chapel on Curly Road. Stock up for the weekend with $1.25 Bud Light 16-ounce aluminums, score giveaways, and more. It's all happening at the new Circle K in Wesley Chapel. Let's go.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. All clear tonight, mild night. Low temperatures by late tonight near 70. Another dry day coming up on Friday. Plenty of sunshine. Highs near 90. A slight uptick in rain chances Sunday and Monday.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
For inspiration. Come on. I'm waiting. Get into the groove, boy.
My opinion, this is the greatest, make sure I got the word, mononymous singer on the planet. And that is, of course, Madonna. Those hardcore fans like me might know her real name is Madonna Louise Ciccone, but most people couldn't tell you Madonna's last name, making her truly not just mononymous, but Madonna-anonymous.
Madonna-anonymous. I like that.
Now, according to Ranker magazine, they must have asked a bunch of old people because their number one mononymous, meaning singer that goes only by one name, Elvis.
Yeah.
Look, Elvis, a hero to most, never meant crap to me, as Chuck D said.
Straight up racist.
It was simple and plain. Him and John Wayne. So I don't think anyone under the age of 60 really holds Elvis in that high regard any longer. So let's look at the number 2 on Ranker's list.
Also, if I could interject here,
yeah,
he went by Elvis Presley a lot.
Oh, yes.
A lot. He was never just a one
correct
moniker phenomenon.
He's Elvis Presley. He's not Elvis.
Right.
Now, the number 2 that they have listed, in my opinion, I won't argue against him being the number 1 mononymous singer, performer, actor, writer, sex symbol,
multi-instrumentalist,
genius. To me, it's Prince and Madonna at 1 and 1A in no particular order.
See, I'd go Prince all day by himself, solo one. Just that phenomenal. Genius.
Sheer genius. Madonna's great. Don't get me wrong. Madonna, incredible. But for my money, body of work, style, influence. Madonna never wrote a song for anybody else.
And also never really played an instrument.
Right.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't play an instrument.
No. Maybe the skin flute, if you ask Warren Beatty or Sean Penn.
She excelled at that, though.
She did. Prince, guitarist, pianist, basketball player, drummer.
Basketball player.
Prince, to me, when you encompass everything, is the mononymous performer. An iconoclastic singer-songwriter known for blending elements of rock, funk, R&B, and pop. The dude's work from the 70s, 80s, and beyond is nothing short of amazing. That Purple Rain album, which was big when I was in high school, flawless. Start to finish, a flawless album.
100%.
And he has so much great work. A lot of it will never see the light of day. Not only hasn't seen the light of day, will never see the light of day. Just recorded so much that he never released. But like, God, 1979's I Want to Be Your Lover? 79. Timeless.
I think that's him on every instrument, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about the video, though. Wasn't he in ladies' underwear?
So?
How you go burst?
Times are crazy.
You go burst out onto the scene in ladies' underwear and high heels? Come on, man.
The world of Gilead.
From the 1981 album Controversy, 82's 1999.
Yeah.
Around the World in a Day. Prince is the mononymous performer for my money.
What about Cher? Because when you put Cher over Madonna, technically,
not me.
I think she had the more prolific career. Certainly was, Madonna had one movie.
One movie?
Yeah, 1.5.
What? Are you forgetting about Who's That Girl?
Oh, she played herself. Well, she wasn't. No, that was Roseanne Arquette's movie.
That was Desperately Seeking Susan.
Oh, yeah.
That is Roseanne Arquette's movie.
Who's the girl, the one with the tiger?
Yeah.
That movie was stupid.
Oh, my God. Who's That Girl? You had Desperately Seeking Susan.
Roseanne Arquette.
Truth or Dare, the concert film.
That doesn't count as a movie.
She gagged herself after meeting Kevin Costner. Here's one that I don't know if you really... Does this count as mononymous? Eminem? It's one name. It ain't his real name.
I would say so. Absolutely.
This Grammy-winning artist has been lauded for his intricate rhymes, rapid-fire flow, and thought-provoking lyrics. Eminem, one name.
Yep.
But Marshall Mathers, 2 names. Number 7, Pink. How many Cher songs can you name? Believe, I Got You, Babe.
Oh, Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
If I Could Turn Back Time.
Half-Breed, If I Could Turn Back Time.
Oh,
what's that?
I Found Someone.
Yeah, come on, Cher. I Got You, Babe.
That's a good one. This was Sunny.
Yeah. No, man. Cher's got the hits, bruh.
Dude, I Found Someone is a jam. I don't think I've heard this song in decades.
Which one is it?
I Found Someone.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jam. This was when she was feeling herself in like her second era.
Yeah.
And started wearing all these scantily clad clothes.
Yeah. What was the song when she was half naked on an aircraft?
If I Could Turn Back Time.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, she had the production on this one.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. I needed you more.
What was the auto-tune hit she had? It was kind of like...
Do you believe in love after love? Timeless.
That was a pretty good song.
Oh, my God, it's great.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have as many songs as Madonna. I mean, Madonna, off the top of my head, freaking Borderline, Holiday, Like a Virgin, Like a Prayer.
You're right.
Lucky Star, Erotica. Oh, my God. Justify My Love, Vogue. The woman had some songs.
Yeah.
The catalog is unbelievable.
I mean, but again, Cher had the movies. She had the entertainment television shows, the variety specials.
Did you know she covered this?
No. This is Walking in Memphis?
It is.
Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane.
100 million streams.
Wow.
In the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain.
I wasn't particularly a fan of the original.
Oh, me either. God, what a boring song. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Dude, I found someone who was written by the great Michael Bolton. We need to give full credit for that genius.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
Who wrote I Found Someone by Cher? Doopy-doopy-doo. Michael frickin' no talent ass clown Bolton.
Well, I pumped the brakes a little bit. He was in the Mo Better News, and I didn't get to it. But he opened up about his aggressive brain cancer diagnosis.
Oh, no.
They were able to remove his brain tumor in entirety in 2023, but he has lived with it for over a couple of decades. Yeah,
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, thank you, sir. I appreciate that knowledge, and I don't know how we are forgetting the timeless mononymous performer.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the only mononymous performer named after an animal.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all pretty confident saying Seal had 2 songs.
This one and Crazy?
Oh, no, 3. Kiss from a Rose.
This is Kiss from a Rose.
Oh, so 2.
Yeah, I don't know anything else he did besides Crazy, Kiss from a Rose.
Great voice.
Oh, amazing voice, but let's see. Oh my God. You're going to... Did you forget that he covered this song? Because I sure did.
Oh, God. Yeah, this does not count as a hit.
Oh, that is just bad.
Yeah. I think he was banging Madonna for a minute. I'm
Seal?
Yes, I'm 100% positive. Him and Madonna were banging. There was a time Madonna attached herself to every hot artist coming out.
That is true. There is an artist by the name of Travis, one name, and the only reason I know him is because he did a cover. This is one of the best covers still in existence, and it's the only reason I know the name Travis. One word. You might know what it is.
I don't know yet.
Just wait till he starts singing. Give it to us, Travis.
Baby, how was I supposed to know?
Beautiful.
That something wasn't right here. Oh, baby, I shouldn't have let you go.
Britney Spears, okay.
Now you're out of sight. Show me what you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. It's because my loneliness is
I like this better than the original.
Me too.
I must confess, I still believe if I'm not with you,
Good afternoon. Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, I'm just kind of upset that you guys haven't mentioned Snow from Canada.
Man, get out of here.
the man had one song. Come on, dude.
That song was dumb.
I would love to.
Licky Boom Boom Now.
I will licky boom boom now, indeed. But no, Snow does not belong on that list.
Stupid song.
Maurice, both you and I, as fans of this musician, should be embarrassed that we have not mentioned him yet.
No. Who did we forget?
Oh, you'll hear who we forgot. We forgot the one and only.
Steve.
Number 9.
Actually, okay, now I have to. Woo!
I know. Like, where does he? He's ahead of Pink.
He's. I mean, do you put him ahead of Prince?
Well, not ahead of Prince, but he's up there. It's like Prince, Sting, Madonna, maybe in that order.
Yeah, he would have to be number 2
because
have to be
the Police alone.
Right.
Then his solo work.
Multi-instrumentalist. I mean, you want to talk about the hits with the Police and
oh my God.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely number 2.
Now, I used to be a huge U2 fan, but I wouldn't put Bono on this list. Because he's part of U2. Like Bono doesn't have any songs by himself.
Right, yeah. He wouldn't belong in that.
And without the Edge's technical know-how and guitar skills, we wouldn't know who Bono is.
No.
Beyonce at number 10. Shakira at number 11.
Shakira at number 11?
Yeah.
She had one song.
She had a Tupac at 12.
Wait, Shakira's ahead of Tupac?
I know.
Come on, man.
Slash at 17.
Slash is not a... I mean, he doesn't... I guess he does do his own stuff.
And can you tell me who this young lady is down at number 17? I'll give you a hint. She had a mean Orinoco flow.
Oh, Inya.
In your face is going to be these nuts, Mo.
I don't mind taking that because I love me some Inya.
She's great.
I love some Inya.
She's got a beautiful, beautiful voice. That Caribbean blue song that she had.
Oh, man, and her way around the melody.
Oh.
Yeah. She was a cute woman.
Great voice.
Yeah.
I know not many outside of Maurice and me will remember from the 80s. You remember this artist?
Give me a minute here. Say.
I used to love this song. I think I still do. I just haven't heard it in a long time. Baja.
Give me
It's hard for me to stop my heart.
Time and Tide.
Love never knows.
I know the song. I would have never been able to tell you who sang it, but I do. Oh, wait.
I had the CD.
Sade.
It's pronounced Sade.
It is not.
I never felt like this before.
I know the song, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you the artist.
It's Baja.
B-A-J-A?
B-A-S-I-A.
Okay.
Baja. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who are you?
My name is Cindy.
How are we doing today, Cindy?
Just heading home from work.
All right. What's going on?
Well, I was just thinking maybe, what do you think about Sticks?
Excuse me?
Who?
Who'd you say?
Sticks.
Do you think Sticks is someone's name?
No, it's not a name. You're correct about that, but maybe not. I guess you're right.
I hope you have a great night, Cindy. Yes. Thank you very much. I love him. He's great. His work on Mr. Roboto is top notch. Renegade. He sang the hell out of that one. I love Sticks. He's a great dude.
Got it. Yeah, he is. All right. Thanks.
In fact, I'm going to take off this lady, Sade, so I can get this dude Sticks on. Let's see. He's got so many songs. I'm going to choose this one right here. This is my favorite song by him, Sticks.
Tonight's the night we'll make.
Oh, listen to his voice.
Oh, it's magical.
Sticks' voice is great.
Magical.
Honey, you and I.
He's way better than that dude Foreigner and that other guy Kansas.
Yeah, right.
Now, you know who's better than all of them is that guy Queen.
Oh, I'd go to Guy Journey. Journey was a cool
Oh, he was
rapper.
great.
Yeah.
He's great. And let's not forget about the Canadian dude.
Oh, yeah.
He used to host a very conservative talk radio program. His name's Rush. He's great. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
Normally, I'd tell you to stick around for the best of the Mike Calta show. And there are those who could argue that Dom Fiorello is one of the best parts of the Mike Calta show. I mean, Dom will tell you that. And he is coming up next with his Ask the Dom show, and you get a little bit more Maurice in your life.
Boo.
Stick around for Ask the Dom. We'll see you tomorrow for a Friday edition, starting at 3. Good night now.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the NCS Worth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. Coverage starts at 2:30 p.m. with the race starting at 3:30.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Slowdown still on the Interstate's Hillsborough side, I-275 north heading towards downtown Tampa, along with the I-4 interchange, as well as I-4 eastbound heading towards I-75. Now heading down south, we still have that road closed due to road construction on Boyette Road between US 301 and Sweetwell Place. Bridge is looking good right now, so far running up to speed and accident-free. I'm Ashley with traffic.
You know, it's interesting. Car insurance commercials tend to focus on the simple fixes. A busted windshield, a banged-up bumper. What about the human damages like pain and suffering? Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys won't let big insurance forget about your pain. For a Farah fight, you know who to call. Tampa.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
John Senning here for Hawkins Service Co. Is your AC ever broken down in the middle of summer? Well, don't wait for the worst. Call Hawkins Service Co. and beat the heat before it hits. And right now, you can spring into comfort with a new AC system. Get up to $2,025 off a complete system install. Don't wait for the heat. Upgrade today and save. And if you let them know you heard John Senning talking about him on 102.5 The Bone, you're going to get 10% off your first service. Make the call today, 813-445-8209, or book online. HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call handles it all.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. To see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Mom and Dad seem different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Your favorite undead wrapped rockers. Here come the Mummies. Return to Clearwater at the Billheimer Capitol Theater, Saturday, July 26th. Some say they are cursed. Others say they are reincarnated Grammy-winning musicians. Don't miss the funk rock band, Here Come the Mummies, Saturday, July 26th at the Billheimer Capitol Theater. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at rutheckerthall.com.
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now is the time to make sure your family is protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. Coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
The following program is sponsored and doesn't necessarily reflect the opinions of 102.5 The Bone. Enjoy.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not necessarily reflect the opinion of 102.5 The Bone.
Please rise. Court is now in session.
How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Oh, guilty, but with a real good excuse.
I object, Your Honor. This trial is a travesty. It's a travesty of a mockery, of a sham, a mockery, of a travesty of two mockeries of a sham.
You must learn the law.
Your Honor, I object. What does this have to do with anything?
Oh, I'll take the case.
And now, live from the Autoglass America studios, it's the Ask the Dom Show.
You are out of order. You're out of order. You're out of order. The whole trial is out of order. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Prosecutor, why you think you done it?
We got all this, evidence. Judge should be like,
everything that guy just says, bullshit. Thank you.
Are you a good lawyer?
I'm an excellent lawyer. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did.
Feel a song that's never